Hello, Eileen. Hello, Tank. How are you guys tonight? It is trivia night. I love trivia. Thank you, Tank. All right. I did finish the sunflower and butterfly diamond painting. It is finished. Hello, Tank. How are you tonight? I also want to go over the trivia categories with you guys, but I also want to talk about this most haunted place in America. Thank you, Tank. I love that sunflower picture, and it was finished in 3 days, just a few hours a day of working on it. So, but I loved it. It was fun to do. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum is in Weston, West Virginia. It is considered one of the most haunted places in the United States. I have seen a few different shows on this particular building now. One was Destination Fear. The other one is the, oh goodness, I can't remember the name of the show, but I have it on my DVR. Expedition X is the one that I just recently watched, that they did a 1 hour show segment on this Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. The number of deaths at the asylum is believed to be haunted due to the number of people who died there. This hospital was meant for a total of 250 patients. It was overcrowded with 2,400 patients in a facility meant for 260 patients, you guys. Reported sightings. Some say they have seen ghostly figures, balls of lights, moving toys. Patient stories. Some say you can hear the cries and laughs of a patient named Lily in her playroom. The asylum was built in 1858 and operated until 1994. It was designed to hold 250 patients. Sorry, I had that wrong. But at its peak held 2,400 patients in poor conditions. The asylum is now open for tours and other events to help raise money for restoration. It was a psychiatric hospital, and it is now known as one of the most haunted spots in all of West Virginia, and they say in the United States as well. Could you imagine going and visiting a place like that that is supposed to be that, I guess, that haunted? I would literally freak. I have a hard time watching it on TV, let alone trying to go and visit it in person. I mean, tours are only $35 for a tour. I still could not go into a place like that where so many people died due to the cruel conditions. One guy was reported to have been killed by 2 other people in there by him laying on the floor, and they dropped the post of the bed through his skull. Could you imagine? That just blows my mind. Oh, no way, Tina. I could not do that. blanket hello to everybody coming in. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I am fascinated by this building. I really am. Even though I am the biggest chicken when it comes to ghost stuff, this building literally has me fascinated by just the history alone of the building. Oh man, I would like to just drive by it. I would never go near it, but I would like to drive by it. All right, categories for tonight are famous cats, theme parks, game show hosts, state birds, state flowers, pivotal inventions, and Halloween movie trivia. I don't know if I could walk by it. If I heard even the slightest noise, they would be picking me up off the sidewalk. Yes, I agree, Kathy. Great categories for tonight. You guys picked them all. I just found questions for them. So let's get started. First category, famous cats. Question number 1. This famous cat loves terrorizing the household dog, sleeping, and eating lasagna. Who is it? You'll hold my hand, Tina? Trust me, I would love to, just because I'm so fascinated by it, but I would be scared to death. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Steve. I see lots of Garfield. Garfield is the correct answer. Yep, Garfield and Odie. I used to love to read the comic of Garfield. Every Sunday I would run to get the newspaper just so I could get the comics out before anybody else. Question number 2. Yeah, that one was easy. Bill Clinton introduced us to a White House cat who became a media darling. What is the name of this kitty? Garfield loves lasagna. Tucks, buttons, don't know. Bill Clinton introduced us to a White House cat who became a media darling. What is the name of this kitty? Buttons. It didn't interest me to know. Socks is the correct answer. Steve got it. Yep, socks. Question number 3. Alice wandered through Wonderland and met many strange creatures. One in particular who would slowly disappear at will, leaving only his smile visible. What is the name of this cat? Yes, Cheshire Cat. Good job. Question number 4. This famous cat was rescued just in time and is known as the most finicky cat. He is a red tabby and a signature icon of 9 Lives food. What is the name of this cat? Yes, Morris. You guys know your famous kitties. Number 5. The Aristocats was a Disney movie which starred a group of cats taken by their Madame's butler and left in a country. They befriend an alley cat who takes them on an adventure back to Paris. Who is this daring cat? Hi, May. I see a couple of don't knows. Thomas O'Malley. Thomas O'Malley. Not Pepe Le Pew. It was Thomas O'Malley, yes. Never seen Aristocats, Kathy? It was a cute movie. All right, last question for this category. December 22nd, 2001, saw the first cloning of a cat. This cat was born at the College of Veterinary Medicine at Texas A&M and is known as Cece, which is short for what? Creepy cat. A cloned cat. You guys are kind of close. It stands for copycat. CC is for copycat. Yeah, that is weird. All right, second category. Copycat, of course. Theme parks is our next category. Number 1. In what year did the Haunted Mansion open? Thanks, says she don't know. 2000, no idea. I'll give you a hint. Bryan Adams sang a song about summer of 1969. That's when Haunted Mansion opened. Question number 2. Which park originally opened in 1902 and is located alongside a lake in Salem, New Hampshire? It didn't say Pebbles if it was the Disneyland or Disney World. Sherry, you nailed it. Kenobi Lake Park. I live in New Hampshire. I better know this one. Yep. All right, question number 3. I never heard of it either. It was a good theme park question, so. The Gold Coast is home to four major theme parks: Wet and Wild, SeaWorld, Dream World, and Movie World. Which one was the first to open? The Gold Coast is home to four major theme parks: Wet and Wild, SeaWorld, Dream World, and Movie World. Which one was the first to open? No Wally World. Dream World, Wet and Wild, SeaWorld, Wet and Wild. If you said SeaWorld, you are absolutely correct. That was the first of the four parks to open. Number 4. That's still there, Tina? I've never been to, the only one I've ever been to was Michigan Adventures, which used to be called Deer Park Funland. A wet t-shirt contest. Question number 4. In which Orlando attraction will you find the Hall of Presidents, a show about American history? Every day? Nope, not for me either. Yeah, I can imagine. I've never been to one of those either. In which Orlando attraction will you find the Hall of Presidents, a show about American history? Epcot, Disney, the Senate, Epcot Center. They have Magic Kingdom for the answer. You lived there when that one was built? You lived in Orlando? Yeah, we'll give that one a split. Yep, Disney World. Number 5. Which Cedar Point Scream Machine celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2009? Yes, also called Magic Kingdom. Wow, that's amazing, Sherry. Yes, it's a roller coaster. Which Cedar Point Scream Machine celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2009? It is a roller coaster. What's the name of the roller coaster? In the dark, too? Oh, no. They have Magnum XL 200 was the name of the roller coaster. I'm not fond of them. I was when I was younger, but as I got older, I became scared of heights. So, number 6. Which ride in Walt Disney World consists of entering an old hotel and taking an elevator ride? No, I would never go on one like that either. Bates Motel, Haunted Mansion, The Haunted Hotel, Haunted Mansion. Never done any of these. Which ride in Walt Disney World consists of entering an old hotel and taking an elevator ride? They have for the answer Tower of Terror. Oh, that's Bates. I've never been, so I don't know any of the names of them. They just had Tower of Terror as the answer. Last question for theme parks. Which land in Walt Disney World is the Space Mountain ride situated in? Welcome back, Eileen. Hi, Nancy. You call it Bates. Never Neverland, Tomorrowland, Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is absolutely correct. Now you guys got to put on your thinking caps and think back to all of the days of game shows. Because now we're going to do game show hosts. Question number 1. This person was the original host of Wheel of Fortune. Who was he? Pebbles. No, it was not always Pat Sajak. And if you said Chuck Woolery, you are 100% correct. Question number 2. This man has hosted numerous games, but he is best known for being the host of the Newlywed Game. Who is he? Alex, Gene Rayburn, Eubanks, again with Chuck Woolery. You can picture him but can't remember the name. Bob Eubanks. Bob Eubanks. Yes, it was Bob Eubanks. Good job, you guys. Question number 3. This win, lose, or draw host passed away in 1991. Who is he? And spelled backwards is Bob. I must be burning some wood. Win, lose, or draw. Nitrogens. All the answers are Gene River. Pebble says Bert someone. It was Bert Convey. He was the host and he passed away in 99 or 91, sorry. Big bucks, big bucks, big bucks. I used to love that game. Question number 4. Although this well-known host stopped doing them in his game show days, he hosted the $10,000 pyramid. Who is he? Whammy. I used to love some of the game shows. I used to like the dating game, the whammy game. Sherry says Dick Clark. Eileen says Dick Clark. Press Your Luck. Yes, that was the name of it. Tina says maybe Dick Clark. It was Dick Clark. So those of you that said Dick Clark, yes. Number 5. What person has hosted Whammy and Hollywood Showdown? No, some of those game shows did not get old. Tank. I know, Sherry, me too. I never heard of the Hollywood Showdown either. And I don't think I ever watched Whammy either. But the answer was Todd Newton. Get up there, baby. Get up there. You can do it. Good boy. All right. Next question. Which man hosts The Amazing Race? Yeah, I'd never heard of him either. So it must have been a super, super old game show or one that I just never paid attention to. The Amazing Race, Deb. I think I watched one episode of it and it just wasn't something that I was into. Joe Rogan for Fear Factor? No, not him. The man that hosts The Amazing Race is Phil Keegan. So, Mandy, you got it correct. Phil. Last question for this category. What television personality hosted The Gong Show? One of your favorite shows, The Amazing Race? You can see him. for the Gong Show. What television personality hosted the Gong Show? That show was funny. A short little turd. You forgot about that one? Yes, it was Chuck Barris. Good job. All right, guys. State birds. I will read a little saying about what describes it, and then you tell me what bird it is. Question number 1. Famous for its singing and mimicry, what is the state bird of Florida? Yeah, Chuck Berry was the singer. Chuck Barris was the host for the Gong Show. Steve. Oh, I love it. A diamond ring. Mockingbird, yes. It should be the dodo bird in Florida. I know. I still love Steve Answer. Question number 2. The state bird of Hawaii has long battled extinction. What is its name? Mississippi. It's always Florida. A peacock, a bluefoot booby, a dodo. The state bird of Hawaii has long battled extinction. What is its name? The dodo bird. They have the nini, which I have no clue what a nini bird is. That is the Hawaii state bird. That is a nini bird. Nene. Nene, nini. It kind of does look like a duck, don't it? A nene. 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 Okay. I did not know that, Sherry. A buttocks bird? A Canadian honker? I've heard of the Canadian geese. They honk. Number 3. Which Isn't that dance called the nay-nay? Do the nay-nay? Oh. Oh my goodness. Question number 3. Which bright red bird is the state bird of Kentucky? A buttocks bird? No. Shh. Charlie. All right. Go out there. All right. When I look up buttocks bird, it says the yellow-rumped warbler, also known as the butterbutt. Nothing for it. The Botox bird. If you said cardinal, you're right for number 3. Question number 4. A bird made famous by a cartoon. What is the state bird of New Mexico? Canary, Tweety bird, roadrunner, woody woodpecker, roadrunner, 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 hawk. If you said roadrunner, you are correct. Roadrunner, beep beep. Number 5. What is the state bird of New York known for its brilliant hue? Yep, meet me. Wiley fox, bluebird, oriole, the pigeon. New York's got a lot of pigeons, but that's not the state bird. It is the eastern bluebird. The pigeon would be correct. Peacocks are beautiful, yes. Wiley fox. Question number 6. Which state bird makes its home in the grasslands, prairies, and pastures of Kansas? Yes, Wiley chased the roadrunner. And I think it was Wiley Coyote, wasn't it? Which state bird makes its home in the grasslands, prairies, and pastures of Kansas? You guys are saying pheasant? Finger? Yes, coyote, grouse, grouse. They have it as a western meadowlark is the state bird for Kansas. Last question for state birds. Which bird also known as the wild canary, is the state bird of Iowa? Not lemon. Which bird, also known as the wild canary, is the state bird of Iowa? A finch of some kind? A meadowlark, lemon, oriole, yellow finch? It is an eastern goldfinch, golden finch. Well, get ready for state flowers because you're going to learn state flowers as well. And two of these questions have two answers. See, I have finches and chickadees here, and the finches, they can get pretty mean, especially if I have food in the bird feeder. Oh yeah, they can get pretty territorial and nasty over that bird feeder. But if the doves come in, then the finches take off because they're terrified of the doves. Yes, I like flowers. Flowers are, and I love to watch my birds, and I feed the birds every day, so I like flowers and birds as well. All right, state flowers. Number one, apple blossom is the state flower of which two states? Apple blossom is the state flower of which two states? Kentucky and Tennessee, Maryland and Maine, Washington and I don't know, Idaho, Washington, D.C. and Maryland, Arkansas, Arkansas, Arkansas and Michigan are the correct answers. That is their state flower is the apple blossom. Question number 2. Which state has the peach blossom for their state flower? Yeah, Washington does have a lot of apples, but Michigan does as well have a lot of apple orchards. Georgia, Atlanta. They have Delaware is the peach blossom. State flower is Delaware. Don't get mad at me. I get these off of Google, so. Johnny Appleseed got around. Question number 3. What state does native violet belong to? Yeah, I've heard of Georgia peaches too, but their state flower, I guess, is not The peach blossom for Georgia. Any at once. Arizona, Washington, Kansas, Africa. Jersey, Rhode Island. Well, hello, Alma. For Arizona as a cactus. They have Illinois is the state flower that is native violet. And they say that peach blossom is the Delaware state flower. Question number 4. Which state flower has white pine cones as its state flower? They're busy crocheting. Mandy says Oregon. Which state has white pine cone as its state flower? The one that got last choice. They have it as Maine. Maine has white pine cone as its state flower. No, I don't think Oregon has white pine cones. Damn Yankees. Must be full of snow. Maine, you've never seen white pine cones, been there many a times. Hey, I'm just telling you what they said. This state flower is called pink and white lady slipper. What state does it belong to? I just asked Google, Pebbles, and then it'll give me like trivia nerd or a bunch of other things you can get questions to different categories. State of confusion, Connecticut, Florida. Mandy says Minnesota. Mandy, you are absolutely correct. Minnesota. Yep, Minnesota. Good job. What state has a yucca flower plant as its state flower? I call them yucca because they're yucky. Nevada, Arizona. Sherry, you're a Yankee too? Technically, they would say I am a Yankee too because I am from Michigan, so. New Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico. New Mexico is the correct answer. They have a yucca flower. It's just a green plant with like spikes, and then in the late summer, it blooms these great big tall like white flowers. They're ugly. I call them yucca bushes. The mountain laurel is state flower to which 2 states. Oh, wow, Sherry, you're close to both. Yes, you can make soap from the yucca plants. I can be an honorary Southerner. You're north of the Mason-Dixon line. Connecticut, Wyoming, and Montana. California and Virginia. Yes, 2. The mountain laurel is the state flower to which 2 states? You're a Yankee living in the South too, Eileen? Hey, son. Tennessee, Kentucky, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. Deb, absolutely. You are correct. Pennsylvania and Connecticut. If you go any farther south, you're going to be swimming. Laurel is Montana. Yeah, it's the mountain laurel flower. Question number 8. Last question for state flowers. The hawthorn was declared this state's flower on March 16th, 1923. The hawthorn was declared this state's flower on March 16th, 1923. For the month of May. Missouri. Any other guesses on that one? Miss C says Mississippi. Can't spell it. It's all right. I know what you meant. I'm very good at reading typo. Oh, that's cool, Mandy. You call it Missouri? A lot of people do. And yes, that is absolutely correct. Missouri. All right. Woo! Goodness. Next category. Pivotal inventions. Question number 1. Which Which innovation was added to bicycles in 1839? Pivotal inventions. A lady brake, brakes, handlebars, a seat, handbrakes, kickstand, chain, handlebars. They have pedals. Nancy, yes, pedals. 2 wheels. They have pedals that were invented in 1839 to add to bicycles. I knew someone would sooner or later just typing in everything on a bike. Question number 2. John Logie Baird's first successful invention was what? I have no No clue, just that pedals were invented in 1839. Unicycle, a camel ring, a baseball bat, a picnic basket. He invented socks to prevent sweaty feet. Oh, for goodness sakes, Eileen. You're still thinking about bikes? Yes, John Logie Baird invented socks to prevent sweaty feet. I would be making them supply you with bottled water and gallons of water. You should not have to buy it. It just happened. Yeah, well, come in the morning, they would be buying my case of waters and some gallon water for it. Yes, please make sure you do. Question number 3. Absolutely, yep. Good idea, Miss C2. If they don't fix it, call the health department on them. Yeah, absolutely. It is their responsibility to make sure each tenant has water, running water. Yeah, paying for water you're not even using. Exactly. Question number 3. In 1589, John Harrington invented what? Absolutely, Miss C. They cannot leave her without flushable water. $15.89. It wasn't the toilet. Yep, it says in 1589, John Harrington invented what? Wooden teeth? Train? Potty? Armor? Toilet? The correct answer is toilet. So, Sherry, it was the toilet. Well, you got it correct. I'm sure they seen your message, son, that you were on a cruise to Belize. You was being funny. Well, you guys got it for being funny. Exactly, the John, because John Harrington invented it. Question number 4. What appliance was invented in 1679, used for cooking, and it was not a stove? Fire pan, pot. What appliance was invented in 1679, used for cooking, but is not a stove? Fireplace, barbecue, toaster, tea kettle. Oven. Tripod to hold the pots. It's actually a pressure cooker. It was invented in 1679. That's a long time for a pressure cooker to be around. Yep, according to them, back then that was an appliance, was a pressure cooker. I'd like to know how that's an appliance. To me, it's just a pan. You use one just about daily? The Instapot? I've never used the Instapot yet. They consider that an appliance? Question number 5. They scare you? It's electric? Wow. I've never used one. The Pentel company invented what type of pen? Love it because it doesn't burn beans. Fountain pen, ballpoint, disposable. Ballpoint. The clicker pen. The quill. Actually, it was the felt tip pens. Yep, felt tip. Question number 6. Scissors were invented by who? Mr. Scissor? Mr. Singer? Anthony Snips? Thump the excess on? A barber? Who invented scissors? Probably 3. They invent everything. Smitty. Edward Scissorhands. I love that. That was a good movie too. The correct answer is Leonardo da Vinci. They said invented scissors. Hi, Nancy. Think it was the Egyptians? Yes, they said Leonardo da Vinci is the one that invented scissors. Ah, you're never late. Last question for pivotal inventions. Thomas Edison's first practical invention was what? To cut the tips of paint tubes? A light bulb. I don't know if that was his first invention, the light bulb. They have just the question of Thomas Edison's first practical invention was what? And I've never heard of this. A phone. He did invent electricity. They have as his first practical invention was ticker tape. What is ticker tape? I've never heard of it. Yes, electricity came before the light bulbs. Ben invented shocking. Ticker tape is Wall Street stuff. They used to have ticker tape parades. The take a number. That's a good question. But yeah, they say that was his very first practical invention. It's like constant fax using Morse code for the stock market. It was paper tape used through a machine to connect Wall Street stock market with buyers and sellers. Huh. Okay. All right, last category is Halloween movie trivia. Stocks went up and down, relayed the information. Huh. That's pretty cool. That was his very first practical invention was the ticker tape. All right. Question number 1. What is the name of the island the gang goes to in the 2002 Scooby-Doo movie? Steve says Skull. Shoal. Didn't watch it. I didn't watch it either. Skull. Spooky Island. I was way too wasted back then. The correct answer is Spooky Island. Hello, Janice. Rutrow. Yep, Spooky Island. Question number 2. I don't know, but I was there. I was in Fiji. We had a luau there. Piggly Wiggly, because you know Scooby ain't going unless he can eat. Yes. I haven't been to a movie in over 25 years. The last movie I seen in a theater was the little, or Frozen 2. 2002? Good. I'm glad you didn't in 2002. Question number 2. The 3 witches in Hocus Pocus are Winnie, Mary, and who? Wonder Woman. Me? I'm not a witch in Hocus Pocus. Yes, the broom. I ride a broom, but that doesn't make me a witch. The three witches in Hocus Pocus are Winnie, Mary, and Lone Ranger, Winifred, Sarah. Sarah is correct. That was Winnie, Mary, and Sarah. Question number 3. In Hotel, yep, Sanderson sisters. In Hotel Transylvania, what color is Frankenstein? Only in the movie, Deb. Green, purple, green, or greenish purple. The correct answer is blue. In Hotel Transylvania, Frankenstein is blue. You've watched that movie? I've never watched Hotel Transylvania. Yep, blue is what they said. You liked the song? Yeah, Dracula's pale, yes. Question number 4. In The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is Zero's nose? In The Nightmare Before Christmas, what is Zero's nose? Spider, icicle, a black round thingy. A carrot. Didn't watch that either. Jack-o'-lantern. A light bulb. Pumpkin. Jack-o'-lantern is the correct answer. Question number 5. What other Halloween film features a snake inspired by the snake from Beetlejuice? I've only seen bits and pieces of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Addams Family. What other Halloween film features a snake inspired by the snake from Beetlejuice? Oh no, don't be losing your signal. Tremors, Coraline. It was actually the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas. Ghostbusters. Yes, Tremors was sandworms. Question number 6. How is Winnie Sanderson defeated in Hocus Pocus? That wasn't obvious, was it? No clue. The sun. Sunshine. You know she turned to a stone. I believe in the movie it was sunshine, but they have the as hallowed ground is what defeated her. Last question. Crashes into her boyfriend's grave. All right, last question for Halloween movie trivia. What does Emily turn into at the end of Corpse Bride? Water. A wife. Never heard of that movie, Corpse Bride? The correct answer is a swarm of butterflies. Butterfly. Yep, a swarm of butterflies. So that completes all of the trivia questions I had for you guys tonight. I hope you did enjoy it. If you have any suggestions for next week, I am open to getting whatever categories you guys would like me to look up. I still do have a few from the ones you guys suggested a while back, but more of the commercials, cartoons, trees and flowers. You guys like that one? Cartoons. Birthstones and birth flowers. You guys like that weird stuff? Halloween traditions? I don't think I've done the Halloween traditions. Not real weird. American foods. John likes the weird stuff. Any traditions? state fair foods. All right. That gives me some good categories. Like weirdest. Okay. Weirdest state fair foods. All right. I have tried twice now to give away the puzzle shawl. Haunted places in particular states. That would be a good one. And so far, it has not been claimed. Yes, there are lots of haunted places in the United States. And I don't mind looking up those and getting information on them. So, yeah. Um yeah, like I was saying, the second winner I drew technically has until tomorrow morning to claim it. I still have not gotten an email, so if it is not claimed tomorrow, by tomorrow morning, I am just gonna hold on to it for a little while and I will redo a video on it and try to give it away again later on. Um, I do have a live scheduled for tomorrow morning at 11:30 just to kind of discuss where we are with our shawl that we started on Monday. Prisons, hospitals. As in like haunted ones, Pebbles? Try again. I'll tell you what, if the girl that got picked by the wheel does not claim it by tomorrow morning when I do my live at 11:30, I still do have names on the wheel. I will um pick another winner tomorrow if she has not claimed it. But if nobody claims it after the third time, I'm just going to keep it and hang on to it for a while. Um, so tomorrow morning, I guess, if she has not yet claimed that, I'll spin the wheel again to try for the third time. We will discuss the shawl that we started on Monday, kind of go over that. I'll show you a couple of projects I have been working on and doing on the side. I picked out a new diamond painting. I will show that to you guys tomorrow morning as well. Other than that, I believe I have plenty of categories to get questions for next week, Thursday. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here and spending your time with me. I am now under 200 hours needed to hit the 3,000 watch hour mark. I believe I'm down to 198, so still working on your poncho. Now you're gonna watch Hocus Pocus? Yes. Movies for category 2? Any certain year, type of movie? You'll probably be getting x-rays. Oh no. And I did go to the doctor's yesterday. I got the ultrasound results for this lump in my throat. It is a salivary gland, they said, and it's just very enlarged. But they are sending me to a ear, nose, and throat specialist because of the fact it has been there for over a year and it has gotten bigger in the last few months. So they would still prefer to have an ear, nose, and throat doctor take a look at it. But there is no masses, no cancer, nothing like that. So that is great news. My legs were killing me, Sherry, absolutely killing me. And sweet dear Tank sent a bottle of this to me, the magnesium oil. And I did use this on my legs. I got it yesterday. I used it on my legs as soon as it came. I slept so good last night. And that is the first night in probably 3, 4 nights that I have slept that good because my legs did not hurt. And man, it was amazing. Yes, I am thrilled to get it checked out further and know that if I can get it to shrink without having to have surgery or anything, it would be great. So, I know, Pebbles. I had you marked on the calendar for the 25th, or the 20 something, I had it wrote down, I think. Oh, Sherry, that's terrible. Yeah, it is. This stuff is miracle. I love this stuff. I will constantly keep this on hand now. I will not let this house go without it. It works great. Not only for the pain in my legs, but if my hands get crampy from crocheting, spray a little bit of this on my hands, no pain. None. Gosh, I hope not, Sherry. That would be terrible. Calcium deficiency. Yeah. See, and I don't drink a whole lot of water. I drink mainly coffee. And Sherry, you need to get you some of this. I I swear by it now. Tink sent me this little bottle, and I'll tell you what, I it works miracles. I was telling her because I had not been sleeping very well, and I told her it's because my legs hurt so bad. It just, oh, they hurt. And I sprayed that on my legs. Within 2 minutes, there was no pain, none. Oh, God, Sherry, ouch. Yeah, it does. Yes, and I definitely need to drink more water. And the doctor did tell me that even in my blood work, it shows I was dehydrated because I do not drink a lot of water. I will drink a little bit before I go to bed. I might take a sip in the morning. But other than that, I drink coffee. So I do have got to start drinking more water, she said. No, it's not oily at all. It's like water, really. But I'll tell you what, and it works. Coffee is a diuretic. See, it does not affect me that way. I drink 4 to 5 pots of coffee a day, and I drink the Folgers Black Silk, and I like it super strong. And I put 1 teaspoon of sugar and my hazelnut creamer in it, and I drink it all day long like that. I love coffee, and it does not affect me in that way. I can still go to bed. I'm not hyped up from caffeine or nothing, so coffee doesn't affect me that way. Yeah, coffee just does not affect me like that. The caffeine, it's never affected me like that. I can go to bed after drinking a pot of coffee and sleep. It just does not affect me that way. Coffee before bed lets you sleep. Yeah, see, it does me too. I can drink a pot of it before I go to bed, and oh my gosh, really? Yeah, see, it doesn't affect my blood pressure. It just doesn't affect me that way. Tea would keep you awake. I like iced coffee if I make it at home and I do it like a peanut butter frost. It's like 2 shots of espresso, a tablespoon of peanut butter, whole milk, and ice, and blend it all up in the little blender thing. I love it. Yeah, see, my roommate drinks decaf because he can't have caffeinated coffee anymore because it affects his heart. Good night, Eileen. Sleep well. See you tomorrow morning. Flavored everything. Can't drink the leaded plus. Yeah, see, I love my coffee. I'm a major coffee addict. I love coffee. If I could get away with going to bed with a sippy cup of it at night, I probably would. But I take water to bed instead. You have the super leaded. Hello, beautiful day. Yeah, I could imagine, Deb. There you go. That's me. I need one of those. Just right there. All right, guys. I shall see you all tomorrow morning at 11:30. That's Pacific time for me. Like I said, if I don't hear from the winner, I will respin the wheel, pick a new winner for the shawl, go over a few things for what we will finish up hopefully on Monday. I will show you guys what mine is looking like in a couple other projects, show you the new diamond painting I picked out. Other than that, I will see you guys on the YouTube streets. Stay safe. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you again for all of you being here. I love each and every one of you. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Good night, guys. Sleep well and sweet dreams.